Beginning part of the video where we see if everything is working. We've got a slightly different view today because we are hopefully going to explore the Bandit hideout camp, and we will see, hopefully our little setup here will it's visible on the camera quite easily because we've got to zoom in a little bit. But also probably do some other stuff today as well. We'll see how we get on. Let's see, looks like our chat has come up and everything else, so I'll make a start. Hi, I'm Chris, and this is my game realm of the Empress. It's a single player fantasy adventure board game where you explore a large open area, in this case Port Ovis, do quests, learn and upgrade a variety of skills, and buy different weapons and armour and upgrade those to progress your character. There's also a main story that takes place in your dreams and should hopefully act as a hook to keep you wanting to play more and to find out what happens. In this video series I'm going to be doing a full playthrough of the whole game. Each video should be about an hour long, and the last playthrough I did was about 60 hours. So it's going to be quite a long series. We're at number 55 now, so we're kind of on track, I feel. I'm streaming Monday to Thursday at 7 PM UK time. Every week for a few more weeks, probably 2 more weeks, 3 weeks maybe, something like that. So feel free to leave a comment on any of the videos, or if you catch a live stream, write something in the chat, as any and all feedback is more than welcome. So I've got my quest tray here. We've only got 4 quests left to finish off, and we've got our where we left off last stream here. And we're going to try to finish off this bandit quest. If I quickly take this off. So we've got our 12-sided die and where we are on the map. So what we're trying to do, we're at a bandit camp, but you can't see it on the map. But this is going to be the most boring map card to show, but this is just to demonstrate the information on the map card. So the mini map cards in the top left corner is the number of the card, and then the other numbers go to cards if you want to go in that direction. So everywhere in the woods where we are here is has this sort of dotted pattern over the top of it, half tone. So here we can't see it because I added it later, is a bandit hideout. So normally when you come across a building, you go to the building's deck, which we have here, and they got a number corresponding to the map card, and then you flip it over and you will see here we have the farm as an example and the people inside, and then you can interact with those people, and you can also steal from any of these items. The reason it's gridded is because there's a little system for doing that, for stealing if you wanted to. So what we did last stream is come upon this map card with the bandit hideout on it. So it is map card 198. So like I said, this is kind of a later addition to the game. So I'm going to, hopefully this bit of paper in here will work. We've done 10 steps on our 12-sided die. We'll just put this to the side for now. So we do exactly the same thing. There can be more than one card for any building, if it has a top or and bottom floor, or ground floor and a first floor, or if it's a bigger building that requires more cards to put together. I'll give a quick example of that. I did it in the last stream, but I'll do it in this one as well. I think I've got to try to remember which one. Let's do, I think it's 131. Yeah, so this one, this building, put that there, is the pub, and if you put it together it creates the whole of the bottom floor. Hopefully you can see that a little bit clearer. The inn has 2 as well, but that's for a ground floor and a first floor. So here you can see how the 2 cards come together. So this would be the same kind of thing for the bandit hideout that we're doing now, but at the moment it is just drawn on pencil. So what we'll also need are some little markers So it's been a while since we did any stealing. We've got these little markers here. The orange one will be us. We've only got 4 here, but I think that should be okay. We'll see how we get on. We're just gonna have to see how we get on with this, really. So we'll put all the markers off to the side. You see they've got a direction in blue. It's because the characters will turn. You use a 4-sided die to determine where they're moving and how they're moving on the grid. So like I said, we're going to use our Bandit Camp. So if we flip over the first card, we have got our cabin. So what I'm going to do, I think, before we get in here, is have it so it must be unlocked. Did I put that on the map card? Not map card, the quest card. So we've got our quest, building deck there. So we've gone to map card 198. It said take quest card V9. So that's what we're doing. Here's quest V9. So added some extra rules on here, but it should, I'm not sure. I think we've changed that a little bit now. I have to play test it really to see how it works. So it says the hut is locked by a large wooden door, with a large wooden door perhaps. You will need to pick the lock to get in. So I've written on here how you lockpick. Need to match colours with coloured dice. So the yellow, red and green we've got here. Once inside it says find Gil. He's the bandit leader who we're after. Then take quest card V10. So I've written here if you get caught you start at the beginning, but I've changed that now so that we now have a bandit where is it? A bandit encounter card. So very nicely drawn earlier on today. Similar to all the other enemy cards, they've got 20 health, and this will be individual bandits that you face. I guess there's a chance that we could get 2 of them. The idea is we're trying to sneak past them all so we don't have to fight them. But if we do have to fight them, I have come up with a little deck of cards where they've got some attacks that they will do, and we can go through that if we need to. But the idea is to sneak past everyone as best we can. So I'm going to put that there, so they're still there, and we start with number, well, we haven't got in actually, have we? We haven't even got into the building yet. So on treasure cards we have locked treasures. Where are they? That will have a colour combination. Well, you just have to get those 3 colours. So yellow, green and red. Yellow, red, green, which is actually weirdly the one that I wrote down exactly. That's very odd, isn't it? Wow, there are quite a lot of them and I picked out the exact one we needed. That's kind of strange. Anyway, we'll use that because it's easier to see. Then I've written that on the quest card, but I probably need to put it on the building card actually. So we would have the lockpicks here, and there would be different colours. Lockpick, let's put that there. So that's on there. Required to open, we'll put on there. So we don't even get to reveal that yet. We have to roll some dice to get this. Now we have got a bunch of dice here, so you can see we're going to roll it in that. I'm going to just double check because we fully upgraded our lock picking skill last go. So I'm just going to check in the rules here about lock picking. So level 5 we get to roll all 5 dice and we get 2 re-rolls. So before we were at level 3 we only had 4 dice and 1 re-roll. So now we've got an extra die, and we've got 2 re-rolls, and then we use up a lockpick per attempt to get this combination. So we're looking for yellow, red and green. Let's get lock picks. You buy lock picks in a stack of 5. So these are our lock picks here. I've got 15 of them because I know there's another one we need to unlock as well. So first of all, we're going to do this to see if we can get through. Hopefully, let's see which way it works. Might be a bit loud because we're quite close to the microphone. Okay, that's pretty good. We got green and red, so we just need yellow. We get 2 rerolls and we got 3 of these. We're using 1 lockpick. Say we're using that one. Okay, we didn't get it there. We need 1 yellow. You wouldn't think it'd be so difficult. And we didn't get it. Okay, that's annoying. So this is what happens. So we used that one. We're now going to use another lockpick. We'll start from the beginning. Okay, we got red. We did not get green or yellow. We got 2 rerolls. Okay, we got a green, yellow for some reason refusing to come up. 1 more reroll. I don't believe it. This is why I bought 15. Seem to always get 2 colours. Almost. That's pink, not red. We get 2 rerolls. That's alright. We just need red. Okay, that's not red. Come on now. Yes! Okay, we did it. Yellow, red, and green. We have unlocked the first door. Was that our 3rd lockpick? We used that. I can't remember. So let's say we used 3 lockpicks for that. We've got 2 lockpicks left, and this we've always got 12 lockpicks left actually. So we've used that one. Excellent. So that means we have gained entrance to the cabin. I'll show it again. Here's the cabin. So hopefully you can see it's gridded on that. I did have objects you could steal from. I might just have 1 object you can steal from in here because there's no one to catch you. So you're just going to get everything in that object. I think I might just have a box. But we need to here, there's a lock here. And it also says on the back of the hideout number 2, 2nd card, it must be unlocked. I don't know if we can read that. And we also got a little red 2 down at the bottom corner here, so we know which card to take next. They're in order. We've got 7 cards, but they're just on paper at the moment. So we're going to go in. So we need all this space, you see, so that's why I put it here. And we're going to put, we don't actually need us here because we're not up against any other characters, so we can just leave that. We've gone in though, might as well put it down. If we put a stealable thing in there, what would be a good one? We could put in, we could do the cabinet. We got a 20-sided die roll. Or we could just put a box in. Box gives us a copper ore. I think we should do the cabinet because there's a chance you can get a treasure map, which would be quite cool, or lantern oil. It's the best one. So let's say we could roll on a cabinet. There's a little extra thing you can do. So it's a 20-sided die that we roll, and we will see. Do we get a re-roll? We're only at sneak level. What are we at? Sneak level 4. Okay, so we get a re-roll for our sneak, but we don't get anything to do with searching. So whatever we get on the 20-sided die here. So let's do that. We would like a 19. We definitely don't want 18. We don't have to do this. This is optional, I should say, because there's a chance you cut your fingers. Only 2 HP or 5 HP you lose. We've got 30, so we should be okay. Let's get a 19, that'd be great. 15. Received 2 boar hide. Okay, well that's alright. We can receive our 2 boar hide from that. So that'll be an animal loot. Try to find some boar hide. There it is. So we'll get 2 boar hide to go in our satchel. Don't have loads and loads of space, but we shouldn't be getting anything else from this quest, so it should be fine. We can sell that for a bit of gold. Okay. 2 boar hide. It could have been worse. At least we didn't get bitten by anything. So we've gone in there. Now we've got to unlock this sort of little downstairs area. So I'm just going to take another random colour because it's easier to do on the camera. Doesn't really matter. So we're going to go for this one. So we're going pink, green and purple. So just do the same thing again to unlock the door. So here we are. We're going to use one of our lockpicks. Pink, green, purple. Purple and green. Pink, pink. No. For some reason didn't get a pink one. One more reroll. Yes. We've unlocked that nice and easily. Right, so we're in. So we definitely did not need to buy so many lockpicks. We didn't even use all 5. So we've got 10 lockpicks left that we don't need. But still, better have more and not need them. Okay, so we've gone through here. It says to take number 2, so we take number 2 and then we connect them up. So I'll show you how that works. So here we have our second card and we're going to try to line up the stairs. So we turn this sideways, line up the stairs, but also lines up with the cards, which should do. And then you might be able to see that there's a grid as well. We're going to go along the grid. There's not, I did have a bandit here, but there's not really enough space to have them move around, so there's not going to be anything here. So we're going, you can't see it because it will be coloured in a bit darker. We're going down into the vaults, into this underground hideout. So we're going to put this down and off to the side a bit. So we're going in here and then it says to take number 3. So we take 3 and do the same. Now here we do have a character, or a here's the third one. So what we've got is a arrow and a position for Bandit. It's facing away from us. We're going to roll a 4-sided die to see, first of all, how many squares it moves, and it'll be facing the direction it moves in. So that's just a starting position away from us. So we're going to start us off facing here, and we can go in any of these 2 probably. We're just going to be right in the middle. Let's say we're on that one. We'll take this marker for, let's do number 1 because it's the first one. See if we can keep track of these and not drop them all on the floor. So he goes there. This is going to be quite fiddly with the camera, but it'll be less fiddly just you doing it on your own. Right, so we're going to, so we can move 1. Again, I'm going to have to check the rule book just to make sure I'm doing everything right when we're stealing. So let's sneaking. Okay, that's so you may choose to steal at the risk of being caught. This is stealing, yeah. You can sneak up on an enemy. Okay. In order to steal, you've got to be 2 squares away from the character. We're just trying to avoid them. So make sure none of the characters are facing towards you or have line of sight. So at the moment they're facing away. You move 1 square, then the character moves 1 square. But we are a, what are we? A fallen fae. So being a fae, we get to move 2 squares per turn instead of 1. That's one of the benefits. Smaller characters, so it's fae, a fallen fae. We've also got an elf, and we've got a halfling and a gnome, so they can all move 2 squares per turn. These guys are just normal bandits, so they only move 1 square. So they'll face the direction they last moved in. Let me just make a bit of space around here. You can't see it, but I need to make more space. Okay, put that there. So we roll. So we can move 2. So I guess once we've entered here, I might have to say something like when you encounter. So let's say we're going 1 2 1 2 1. Actually, we can just do this, can't we? So here's 1. So 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 would actually be right there, right next to it. And we roll a 4-sided die for our bandit here. It's a 3. So that means they're going to go south. So they're going to go south 1 square, which is maybe good for us. So they're on this one, but the blue is pointing south. That's the last direction. So they're only moving 1 square. So now it's our turn to move. So they're not on here, even though that's their starting position. So we can go behind them. 1 2. We don't have to move, maybe. Yeah. So let's think. So they have to have line of sight to you. So they have to be directly looking at you. So we only need them. We don't want them to go. If we stay here, what are we waiting for them to do? We need to go 1 2. If we, yeah, well, let's stay behind them and hope they don't roll a 1, because then they'll be north. And yeah, we're just trying to get past them. I'm tempted to not move, you know. Tempted just to stay there. We're paused. Well, I guess we have to move. I guess we would have to move, don't we? So we can either go there and there, in which case we don't want them to go west, which would be a 4, or north of 1. So it doesn't really make any difference. Let's try to sneak behind them. Let's hope we don't roll a 1. Guess what we rolled? A 1. That means they turn around and they come up here, and we're on the same square, so they have found us straight away. The first person we didn't even get past, so we can be attacked by a bandit. I thought we would do a bit better at going past them, but we had a 1 in 4 chance, and then we got a 1. I was so close to do it the other way. Okay, so this is where they had the rules. So if we fight at them, I guess we don't kill them, we just knock them down perhaps. Let's try to create a bit of space. Can we do our fight above here? Yes, let's bring this down. How far down can we bring it? About there. About there. Okay, so our bandit's got 20 health. We're going to shuffle up their cards. You can have to see it here on the first camera. I don't have enough space for this because I put a big thing on the table, so it's a bit closer to the camera. So I didn't really want to do combat. That's okay. We've got 30 health and we've got some excellent meat in our pouch, so we can access that if we need to. We can't sneak, I guess, because we were trying to sneak and they come up and ambushed us. In fact, we can't use our bow because we're right on them either. Let's put that. Is that in shot? Just about in shot. Let's do that. See what happens. We get a stab. Okay, let's get our weapon deck. Not even past the first guy. I can't believe it. Not even past the first guy. That's okay. So there are things we can steal from here, I guess. So there is a bit Yeah, I think it's okay to have stuff steal it, so you can steal from here because we have people here. Right, we take our 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 for our starting hand. We carefully-ish put that down there. And what do we get? We get a miss, a sneak, a back, and a sneak. So that's quite good. We're gonna have to fight these guys. We've got to say somewhere that we're not killing them. Maybe we're just knocking them unconscious. Maybe we only have to take them down to like, so they've only got 5 health left. They've got 20, so maybe we just have to take 15. Maybe that's the way of doing it. So I've got initiative, but I guess I can't use that because we're being ambushed by them, aren't we? So yeah, okay. I want to keep. Do I want to drop my miss? I'm going to keep my miss and do 3. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do that. I forgot to put the enemy up here, so the enemy's got 20 health. It's not loads, we should be alright. So we've taken 4, so we're at 26. So this is going to be close. And they've taken 3, so they're at 17. That will be alright. You only need 1 crit, and then we'll be good. Okay, so then we pick up, so we have 4. We always pick up 1, but we can combine 3 cards together, but only once per round. So you probably want to leave that to the last turn. There are 3 turns in a round. Let's see what they're going to do to us. Another stab for 4. I could do 10 damage here, but I know I can do 8 if I get a crit on that next time. Let's just do the stab. We're hoping getting a crit. So I'm taking another 4 damage. No dodges for me either. So that means I'm down to 22. They've taken 2. That's alright. Down to 15. We only need to get them down to 5 health, perhaps. I don't know how we're going to do that. I think that's maybe a third of the health crit. That's what we wanted. Yeah, that's what I took. Oh, it's a parry. They can parry us, so they're going to stop 4 damage and give 4. That's not good. So we're going to do our crit here. So we're going to do 2 sneak attacks for 4 each, plus crit, says 8, 16. But then they're going to parry 4 of that 16. So we're going to do 12 damage. And they have 15. So they've got 3 left. And they're going to do 4 to us. So we're down to 18. Okay, so they're down to 3, which means we have knocked them out. I'm going to say we don't. There's no sneak attack on them. I'm going to write we just knock them out. -5. No. Knock out. 1/4 of the health left. Yeah. Okay. So we go. We knock this one out. And there's no one else on this map. If there was another bandit and they were looking at us and they had line of sight, can't knock them out. That'd be quite good. Okay, so that's that done. Let's put these away. This is so haphazard. But that's fine. I think that's fine. Okay, so there's the bandit. We're trying to make our way to Gil. We have not done well, but at least we didn't take too much damage. But we do only have 18 more health. But we're not trying to get into combat, so let's see what the rest of our let's see what how our skills. So he's knocked out. So he's on the same one actually. So he can just get removed. He won't be a problem anymore. Right, they've gone away. We're continuing to find our way to Gil. Obviously I know the way, but you would not. So I guess if he's out there we could steal from what's here. So let's do a bit of stealing. Let's do a bit of stealing because there's no one on this map card now to catch us. So we've got 2 boxes. we've got to be, I don't know if it's worth it really. So a box, we can get nothing, bitten by a rat, 5 copper ore, 1 spawning at 2 iron ore. And Smithy and a Tanner have special boxes with extra stuff for them in it, but this is not that. Well, that's not worth doing. What about a bookshelf? Wait, did we not do a bookshelf? We got drawer. We got table, box, safe, drawer. Oh, I guess they wouldn't have a bookshelf anyway, would they? So that's probably should be a C for cabinet, or we can make that a drawer. Let's make that a D for drawer instead. So if we're rolling on the D, or we could cut our finger, or bitten by rats -5, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you've only got 18s, could do something. Let's. What would we get? We could get boar hide, or we get 20 gold maybe. I said an 8-sided die roll. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's do a 8-sided die. We're trying to steal. We have the gold to upgrade our sneaking, so we could move up and down on our rolls here, but we didn't do that before coming in. So we really don't want a 4 or 7. It's a 4. Cut your finger at -2 HP. Okay, well, we have been very unsuccessful. At least it's only 2 HP, but now we're down to 16. Okay. We're not doing well. Let's move on. So, we're on there. So if I show you, we've got a couple of options. Excuse me. 3 options where to go. We came from the northwest, and we can go straight across to there. We can go down here. This is a table. Hopefully you can see a bit of a table. So this way is going to be the same map card, or what you think it is. So it's not map card 4, but we could go south to map card 5. So those are our options. Do we want to do 4, or do we want to go south and do 5? Let's go 1, 2, 1. It doesn't really matter. Here at this stage, we're going to go down. So where were we here? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and we're going to reveal 5. So we're not going to do 4. We'll reveal 5 instead. A bit of fun. So here we have 5. So we can see we've got another enemy, and we've got a bunch of beds. We do have some more drawers and tables if we wanted to try to steal from those things as well. Try doing a bit of stealing. So we match that up with the card. 1. Are we moving? I guess we were there, weren't we? So we've got to. Let's do 1, 2 behind the bed. Take our 1 marker for our bandit friend. So potentially if we had snuck past the other bandit, let's say it was here, that one would still move on the enemy turn, so they could come and find us. I mean, here they would have line of sight. I might bring that out so they don't have line of sight, but if we were over on the other side, then we would be out of sight here. So but we have made him pass out. He's there. So this guy, so we moved, so now it's time for them to move. So we should be alright on any of them because we're diagonal to them. 2. So that's going to be east, east, and they move over there. So we're going to move. Maybe we should have to. Maybe that we do have to knock them out. I don't know. Maybe that's the rule. Maybe the questions say you have to knock them all out. 1, 2. These are on bits of paper, not cards, so they're a bit tricky. So we just don't. Actually, it should. Well, yeah. Let's see what happens. Is that a bed, so gets a 3. So that means it's going to turn. He's going to turn and do. So if we just if we say we're looking that way, they're going to look right there. I guess if they're, I don't know if they're within 1. They can't see us. If they're right, even if they're right next to us, we're sort of hidden behind this bed still. But anyway, maybe we say we have to just knock them out. I don't know. I guess we could just run off. Let's try running off. 1, 2. Let's go back here behind this bed. Let's just run away. We don't have to kill him. It's better to have options. There you go. 4. 4? 4. So that's south. So this guy's none. So if we wanted to steal from things, we could. I should probably have stuff a bit closer to where they're wandering around. Okay, so we're going back up. We're done with that. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's get number 4 out. Okay, so number 4 is the other end of that table. And we've got 2 enemies on here. Okay, this is going to be a lot more complicated. We're probably going to have to take one of these guys out, or both of them. And then we've got way further to go for number 6. So let's put that there. Great if you could actually see this. Hopefully it's picking up. We're creating this interior. So we're going to put these 2 guys down. So which way are you facing? That I see you're facing that way. I forgot they have to be north, south, east and west, and you're facing that way. So we're going to move on. 1, 2, hiding behind these chairs a little bit. I mean, we've got line of sight. They've got line of sight to us everywhere. There's nothing that blocks line of sight in here. So maybe I need to think a little bit about that. Maybe I could put something in the middle, something that's, I don't know. That's when it makes it a bit difficult. So we're going to roll for number 2. We've got 2 and 4. So let's do 2 and 4. So we're going to do 2 first. And he's got a 1. So he's just going to go north 1 square. And then we're going to do number 2. They got a 1 as well. So they're going to turn around and move north. So we're going to go 1, 2 down here. They're going to move. So we do again number 2 first and then number 4. 4. 4 for 2 and 3 for the other one. So 4 for you is going to bring you south facing and down, and 3 is going to bring you west and along that. So we're not in line of sight of this guy or that guy. So 1, 2, we're okay there, I think. We're not over the line. Okay. So roll for 2 is 1. This guy is just going back and forward. Back up there. Number 4 is 3. So he's moving over onto there, give or take. So 1, 2, we might be able to sneak past them if we're careful. Oh, we didn't do number 1. So he did 2. I mean, he's probably not going to do much. 4, yeah, he's just sat around here doing nothing. Right, number 2, 4. That's close because he's now looking straight down, but it doesn't have line of sight to us because we're not in the grid. 3 for number 4, so that would be more west. We can't go any. Can he go any more? We can't go any more west than he already is, so he just stays facing that direction. 1 and then 2. So we want number 6. We've navigated our way out of the main part of the camp. Here, goes that way. Here is map card 6. So this is Gil's main room, the bandit leader room. Maybe I should write Gil on it so people would know. Let's do that. Gil. Right, so we attach him to there. And we've moved on to this square. So we still need to do the other guys. We're going to take up our guy we had to knock out, and he's Gil. And he is facing that way. So you don't see him. Does it matter if we see? I've got to think about how we... I guess we just get into the room. So is it our turn to go first, or is it their turn? No, we moved, so it's their turn. So we'll do 2 and 4 still. 1 for 2, so he's just walking back and forth, back and forth. Number 4 is 4, so he has turned south and has gone down there. We'll do number 1 just for fun. He's 4, he can't go any more south, and now we'll do Gil, number 3. He's gone 4, so he's turned that way. And we move 2. 1, 2. We don't need to sneak up on Gil, really. Although this guy might see us. I guess, I've got to think about what are the rules of engagement. We only had it written down for stealing things. So you have to be 2 square. In order to steal, you've got to be 2 squares away from the character. But if 4 sees us, he can just come and grab us, and we have to fight him, perhaps. I don't know how this is going to work, because we move quite slowly. Anyway, let's do 2. 2. So he moves east. Looking at his cabinet. Number 4 is... Let's see, if he gets a 2, he will come and attack us. 1. So he moves back up. He hasn't seen anything. Okay, we might as well do this. Guy's doing a 1 as well. He's checking out his bed. And Gil is still 4. He's moved down to there. So we move 1, 2. Do it again. 4. So you move down there. If you can, I don't know. I guess we could still be seen through the map. And 1 for you, so you go up. 4 for you, so you go down. And Gil gets 2, so he turns east but can't move east. There's some drawers in the way. We move 1, 2. 2 for you, so that's that way. But you don't turn east because there's something in the way. 3 for you, so you are gone over here by the chair. I didn't move. 1 for you. We don't really need to be doing it, to be fair. 3 for Gil. He is turned over like that. So now we're right next to him. We can talk to him. And there we go. That is the section. We had to take someone out. But the other guys we just moved around. And I guess they would, yeah, they're going to have line of sight. I need to change the map perhaps so there are more things that can block line of sight possibly. But this is the main part of the map. So we've got Gil here. We need to talk to Gil. So that is now, let's see what the quest card says. Once inside, find Gil, which we have done, and take quest card V10. And here we go. Oh, okay. Well, Gil doesn't need to be moving. We could add, because it just read what it says. Gil seems to be in a deep sleep, mumbling to himself. So he's not actually going to be one of these things. So he's just, maybe we don't need to have him moving around. And we can just walk straight here. We put Gil there. So maybe we didn't need that. Maybe we put one here. And then we could have an extra guy who basically we have to knock out. Or perhaps we just put another one in here. So we've got 2 people to get through. I don't know if that would be too difficult then. No. We can just move in there then. Maybe we put another one down here who we have to knock out. I don't know. Maybe we don't. I don't know. We have to have a think about that. That's going to be a bit tricky. We could put one here. I think I did originally have one here, so we could just knock this guy straight out. He's facing away from us to begin with. Let's do that. Okay, so Gil is there. here we go. Here's the quest. It says to take quest V10. We're on quest V, so this is the 10th card. Gil seems to be in a deep sleep, mumbling to himself. You move towards him, then hear a sneer from behind him. Come to help, have you? A wiry man dressed in black emerges from the shadows. Has one of the weak ones finally found the courage to ask for it? The rotten lot of them. I thought managing the brute would bring them all to me, but some were clearly less convinced in their solidarity. He glances back at Gil, slumped over. He takes longer than I had hoped. I shall have to change tactics. He then walks towards you and dissolves into the mist. Into mist. Take quest card V11. Ooh. So we had some guy there who can dissolve into mist. Right, we had to make some adjustments to this card. It's a bit messy. So V11. As soon as the man disappears, Gil begins to awaken. He slowly shakes off his confusion, then sees you. What did you do, stranger? Where's Hewin? My head. You did something. You moved to leave. Wait, stranger. I thank you for this. I will make everyone aware of it when I fully awaken. Use the hidden door behind me. Better take a swift exit. Though you will not be further troubled by us. There we go. Return if you want to join us. Something like that. I had to rewrite this. It was going to say, I think he's just going to be dazed, actually. But I wanted it so you can have the option to join the bandits. So I wanted him to kind of say, yeah, come back if you want to join the fellowship. That's what I'm calling it. So it's not really bandits from their point of view. So it says now, bandits will not ambush you. And then it says, take quest Z1 if you want to become a bandit. I haven't written Z1 yet, but yeah, that should probably do it. So we just say, he can just say, come back if you want to join us. But he's just dazed, and he's just like, yeah, take the hidden door behind us, so that way you don't have to go through the whole gauntlet again. And that's the end of quest V. Let's put that back. That's the end of quest V. So we've got our last card here. Is very similar to the second one. So it's just taking the exit out, basically. So we pop that on there. Kind of see the whole thing. So we've got quite a large area. Excuse me. We've got quite a large area here. So we had something weird happen with this guy Hewin, who was obviously trying to do something with the bandit leaders, and we go boom, 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 and we're out. So it should say on here, exit map card 199. So we're just a bit further away. Exit on map card 199. So we've gone east a little bit underneath the map card. So we've gone all the way through, and that's it really. So this is like a little mini dungeony type thing, knocking out guards and trying to sneak past them. But obviously, if you can't, then you just knock them out. If you get seen, then yeah, then you end up in an automatic encounter, and that's it really. So but the upshot is that now at night time we are not going to be attacked by bandits, which is massive for us. So you could do this earlier on, or no, you can't. You have to have started quest V. If started. Yeah, you have to have started quest V to know where the hideout is. That's why it's not on the map. Perhaps we have to have a little think about how that's going to work. But yeah, I think it's quite cool because it starts off just as a cabin, or perhaps yeah, I don't know. You have to have a little think. Yeah, I guess you would have had to have started it really. But let's put these back. So that's it. That's the bandit hideout it's a little bit rough because we still need to finish everything off. I think I won't bother having things that you can loot from in there. I don't know, but then there's no reason to explore, I suppose. I have to think of something to give you a reason to explore in that place. So maybe we do have some things you can loot, but there's not very many of them, and a couple of good ones. Right, bear with me whilst I move my setup for this away. Okay, so now we're back to our normal field of vision. There's our Bandit Camp buildings. Deck, that's all done. We'll put that back, 198. So they would just be normal cars like you have in your building's deck. So you wouldn't know what it is until you actually start unlocking it. So that goes in. So that's done. Here's our car. We come out on map code 199. So let's find that in a minute. We need to find also, we bought so many lockpicks because we didn't have so much luck before, but I guess having those 2 rerolls helped. We only used up 4 to get through 2 locks. I mean, that's mental. It's crazy. Okay, but fine, not complaining about that. Really, we did spend 30 gold on it. So 199, here are map cards, over 300 of them grouped into 50s. 10 minutes left of the stream. Let's try to make our way somewhere. So we come out on 199. It's going to be there. I guess we keep the same steps. So we're 10 there. Okay, so put our bandit. Do we have space in here to put the bandit? Just about. Okay. Right, now we've got to think about what we're going to do. So that's done. We're not going to get attacked by bandits anymore, so that's good. We don't have any health. How many hours in a day? We've got lots of time in a day. Don't have any health. Need some gold so we can go back and sell some things. We've got quite a lot of lockpicks we can put. I don't know. I guess we keep hold of those. We want to sell our boar hide that we got, and we've got some garnet. They've got garnet and a blue sapphire. We want to get a couple of bottles. We could store some eyes in the bottles. What do we want to do now? We are down. Let's put this over here. I can show you the quests. So we got Q and R. Yes, this is what we're going to do next. The witch Shilith, she wants us to make her a tonic. So we need to go into the caverns and try to get... We've got a tattered wing already. We need a beetle husk and coagulated blood. We need a bottle for the coagulated blood. So we're going to go to the shops. So we need to go out. We want to get out of here really and then go up. So let's just put that there. So 10, 11, 12. We're going to roll our 8-sided die for an encounter because we're in the woods. 1 to 3 nothing, 4 5 rabbit, 6 7 boar, 8 bear. Don't want 8. 5. That's a rabbit. We'll see if we get a raw meat. We could do the raw meat. We could do some cooking as well in the next. We've got quite a lot of time this day, so we can do some cooking. We want to upgrade our intimidation twice as well. Bottles are 5 each. Evasion. The rabbit runs off. Let me see that. Did not get any raw meat. That's okay. Not fast. So let's go 197. Okay, good. We're all out of the woods already. We don't really want to be in the woods too long. Let's go out there. 1 2. Out of the woods. We do one more roll. 6 would be a boar. But whilst sneak is high enough skill that we don't need to worry about boars. So that's okay. We are going to go up to the shops. Tanners first to sell our boar hides, so we want to go up. We can go 196 and then go up to 157. Let's do 158. 143. One, 4, 3. Then 142. We want to go up a bit. Let's go. Can we go? Yes, we can. Right, we're going to go around this big bush and then up 102. I think that's the tanners. Double check that. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 steps. We will double check in the building's deck. 102 is the tannery. Fantastic. We will sell our boar hide. Let's see how much we get for that. Boar hide. So we've got a list of how much everything is worth in the main rulebook. Boar hide, 5 gold each. So that's 10 gold. That's okay. I'll take the 10 gold. Okay, so we're at 42. That's quite good. Right, so we also want to buy 2 bottles, one for the eyes to give us a bit more space on our satchel, and one to collect coagulated blood in. We could sell the garnet and the sapphire for, I think it was a fair bit. What was it? Blue sapphire, purple garnet. Blue sapphire, purple, so that's 20 and 25, 45 gold we get from that. So that would bring us up to 87 in total, so that would be good. And we can upgrade some stuff, I think. Right, let's first of all go to the shop, which is 2 over. 103. And up around here, and then 104. To the shop. So 11, 12, 1. Another half hour used. We've got loads of time in this day, so we probably will do some cooking in the next stream and sell some more stuff. So we're going to buy 2 bottles. Got to try to find where the bottles are. This is going to be perhaps tricky. Poisons. Okay, might be in here. I don't know. Where did we put the bottles? Healing tonic. Haven't actually used any bottles yet. Poison, rope. Excuse me. Yeah. Charcoal, flintstone, glow bugs, yellow poison. Okay, this is not good. Okay, we might have to have a little look around. Those are not going to. Are they in with the rope, do you think? Okay, we're going to have to find. I thought the empty bottle would be in here. It's probably in with something, you see. Cure fears, so poisons all together. We have to start doing some poisons. Rope. Where? Okay, yeah, this is going to be a bit tricky trying to find. These are just glow bugs. We haven't done any glow bugs, definitely not in the lanterns, I know that much. Might be with the healing tonics. Got a lot of healing tonics here. Do we need all of these? Are they all healing tonics? They are all healing tonics. I don't know why I've got so many of those. Empty bottle. Well, I'm gonna have to have a little look for those later because we're at the end of this stream anyway. I'll come back to that and do that next stream. So there we go. There was a little look at. Oh, we better pack this away. There was a little look at how the bandit hideout goes. It's not huge, I suppose, but it's something to work with. I think it's quite fun. Trying to sneak, sort of, it forces you to engage with the stealing mechanic, which is that sneaking around, which I think is fun to do. Before I had it that if you got caught, you just start again, you get turfed out, but it didn't really make a whole bunch of sense to do that. What we at 139. So I think it makes sense. You can knock out the guards. Well, the bandits, not the guards. Because you probably will end up encountering them. I'm tempted to have it so you have to knock them all out. Even I might change it so the guy says, who gives you the quest, you're gonna have to knock out all my friends because he's left the group of bandits, so maybe you have to knock them out to get to Gil, the bandit leader. Anyway, we're getting through it. This is our 55th session. And we've got 3 more quests left to do. So we're getting through it. We're doing quite well. Right. All good. So, thanks very much for watching then. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.